What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, guys? Your girl Ariana, that cute little brown girl with a little taste of And so, y'all, today I am here to be answering questions and assumptions that I made about me. So I made this post a few days ago, and I finally said, like, yo, Airi, drop the video. Record the video. My hair looks crazy. It's in my little cute bun. I used to wear this back in the day, so don't judge me. Okay? But I'm going to go ahead and start and kick it off with the very first question, which is, boop, you are no longer friends with Neek. I personally do not have any beef with Neek. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any beef with me. The last time we talked to each other was when I was in Michigan. She was in Atlanta, but I wasn't in town, and we were supposed to grab lunch. And it's definitely not no tension there. She's like a beautiful woman. We have genuinely no beef. At least from my end that I know of. And of course, I wouldn't consider us like the best of best friends, or like those friends who talk every other day or anything like that. I would definitely call us like, you know, associates who like keep in contact with each other. We have a history with each other, and I always am going to be wishing her the best, and vice versa. It's always love on my end. I have no hate towards her. I think she's beautiful, growing, and I know a lot of things may be going on that is none of my business, but all I can say is that me and Neek are not beefing. We're cool. We're friends. You just don't see us with each other at all a lot, especially since the last time that I left Houston. But when she came to Atlanta, she did call me, but I genuinely wasn't in town, and we just haven't had a chance to link up since then or really catch up with each other and call and talk to each other. But we kind of always had like this kind of face-to-face relationship. When we get around each other, we can talk it up. We just never been like the real texting and calling each other, because it really be kind of like hard to talk about stuff from back in the day. But we haven't really tried it recently, but that's just me being honest and telling my opinion. So it's no beef. I love her. I think she's a great woman. I said that already, but yeah. Gotten more mature over the year. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. So I definitely would have to agree that I'm more mature than I was. I used to really be like immature in certain areas, especially like with friendships, and especially like with just expectations that I would have for people. I feel like as I've been growing and been equally disappointed by a handful of people, that I've been able to kind of look at myself and kind of see in areas where I can grow that can prevent certain situations from escalating and get into certain ways that they've gotten. And so I definitely would say that I've matured over the year, and over these past few months and weeks, I still have moments where I get really immature, and sometimes they're publicly, sometimes they're private, but most importantly, it's all about growth and progression, and so that's what I'm striving for. So I'm not perfect, but we're working, baby. We're working. Want any more kids like a girl? I definitely have had baby fever for some time now. Definitely feel like that plays a big part in like my relationships, is because like in my head I be playing with y'all, but I be saying like I'm 27, but mentally I just feel like I'm a lot more mature than a lot of people that I kind of like I be with. So I feel like once I get married, like I can't wait to pop out babies. Like I actually, like over time as I'm growing as a woman, I'm actually like thinking of expanding my family from my 2 to possibly 3. I might hit y'all with a 4 or 5 because I kind of like growing up in a big family. Shout out to my mom. But I just feel like, I don't know, it's definitely something that I definitely want, which is a baby girl and some more boys. And I just really just want a family. I really have been, but I've been trying to pray about being patient, so that way in this time of singleness I don't rush into something. Because y'all, when you rush into relationships and you take that time, and I posted on my story, you having your lonely moments, everybody around you is booed up, you're okay. Alright, I thought I was gonna be single forever, then I ended up getting a relationship that didn't last, but still I didn't ever think I was gonna actually get in a physical relationship and be like, my boyfriend can come over to my house and my boyfriend's about to pick me up. It didn't work out, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? I went from the pregnant girl in high school, I didn't think like anybody was ever gonna want me, to having somebody, and going from there to like to now, even like my conversations with people are just so different. Like it's like you think you'll be stuck in this place forever, but like you genuinely won't. It's all about just allowing God to lead you in the right place. So definitely want some more babies. Who love ghosting us? It's so crazy that you said this, because I really don't like ghosting y'all, but I have to be honest that when it comes down to ghosting, and like coming like saying I'm gonna be consistent and then going missing, I genuinely go through so much mentally by myself that it becomes so overwhelming that the easiest and most comfortable thing for me to do is to kind of isolate myself and to go missing. So I'll be on social media for a few days active and everything, and then right after that I'm beating myself up because so much stuff happens. It's like as I go on this faith walk, as you dive deeper into it, the enemy comes in such these strategic ways. So like you look at his tricks and you think you know it, but then he comes with something new. So now I'm just like, you know. And so a lot of times, honestly, y'all, I've just been going through so much mentally, and I have people that I can talk to, but like I stated to them, it's a little different not having actual people in person, face to face, like that I can actually like go chill at their house. I have my mom and my sisters, but then I have this really big issue that I be feeling like I be sounding so annoying and repetitive, so I just rather not keep talking to them about the same thing, even though they say they don't care. In my head, which is an overthinking issue that I'm working on, in my head I just feel like I'm being so annoying, I don't want to talk about this. Like, we're gonna keep talking about the same thing, and I'm just gonna keep it to myself, and it's actually allowed me like to bottle up. And when I bottle up, besides spazzing out on people like I normally would, which is like, you know, sending my long dramatic text messages like, I just think it's funny how you don't even like, what, you know what I'm saying, or making some petty tweets, or even just moving out of anger and rage and just frustration, I've actually just kind of like will just go missing. And then like when I'll see how long I went missing and come back on social media and see everybody's like, where you been, and can we get this, and why you doing this, da-da-da, then it'll make me even more frustrated, because then I'll be mad at myself like, Airi, why are you even missing? Like you gotta do your job. Like, what are you doing? Like, you have to do this. And so it's like, but I can't do it, I'm not in a good mood. And so it just be this battle. And then I'll pray, I can listen to sermons, but even when you're doing these things, it's still a lot of weight that me myself as a person have allowed to like get on me, sometimes frequently more than others. And especially like through this time, it's like you have accountability, but it's so easy to not answer a phone, especially if everybody's like in different states. Like, I don't have to answer the phone, I can cut my phone off. Oh, I'm just resting, I can say a quick little text like, oh, I'm good, and that's fine. But I don't love ghosting, y'all. It's just something that I'm working on, because I definitely just be going through something spiritually and mentally that kind of hinders me from being as active as I would want to, because I just want to give y'all the best of me as I'm still learning who I am. That I'm fake. I wouldn't say I'm fake. I don't know, people may think I'm fake. I think it comes off that I'm fake because a lot of people, I get messages all the time like, you can never keep a friend. And a lot of people don't know that just because I don't be under people posts and comments, I actually do still talk to a lot of people that people wouldn't know that I talk to. And I'm just like, I just changed from this social media person where I just think it's really important for these intimate relationships off camera, off social media, because I seen what that stuff can do and what having outside people can do to any relationship, friendship, or anything, especially like being a YouTuber and kind of being in the spotlight with certain people and certain things. So it can come off as fake if you don't see me talking to people or you don't see me liking people posts, but that stuff just does not define a relationship. If my friends need something or an associate needs something from me, if they want to talk to me randomly and I haven't talked to them in 8 years and they want to call me at freaking midnight and just vent, that's the type of person I am. But I've never been the person, check my track record, to go and tell everybody what I did for you, what secret I kept, because that's not me. And like I said, I feel like my personal relationship with people will speak for themselves. And so I don't really get affected by what people say on social media, because y'all don't be knowing. Half the people y'all think I'm beefing with literally done been at my house, literally be texting me, calling me, can FaceTime me, all have my number. There's like, you know what I'm saying? You would be surprised the people that I talk to that y'all would not even know that I talk to. Like, but I'm just not this social media person. Even people I don't even follow, like, we don't even follow each other on social media, and you wouldn't even know that, oh, me and this girl, me and this dude, we actually be texting and venting. They ask about my faith walk. We actually are in Bible groups together. You would be genuinely surprised. So I don't think I'm fake. I feel like I'm real, and I think it's just probably hard to become like Airi solid circle, which is something that I'm working on, that God is going to lead into my life. And not this whole, oh my gosh, y'all be frustrating me with the whole, just because we look cute, just because we work together, we all should be besties. It's about personality and vibes. Not saying that these people are not good people, but sometimes it just be like, you're super cool, you're that friend that I call when we're doing this, but that core friend that does everything with me, all of that, God is still working on it. finding me a best friend. I'm coming to a city near you, Atlanta. If you want to be my FBA, finding bestie Airi, finding area bestie, FAB. If you want to be in the FAB house, call me. Next is you're going to show off for your 24th birthday. I definitely want to show off for my birthday. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it just yet. I'm actually working on it. I just don't want to tell y'all just yet until it's concrete because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure everything out right now. But I definitely want my birthday to be one that I remember because after this, your girl's going to be 25. Once you hit 25, you're in the next big birthday is 30. Like, we're grown, babies. There's no more time for little kid games. We are adults. We are legit adults. Adults. We've been adults, but now it's like, all right. All right. You can get a rental car without paying the young renter's fee. You're grown. Period. You don't want to go to parties because you feel like you're too good for them. I don't like to go to parties by myself. My first time going somewhere by myself was the Collab-a-ween. I don't mind doing stuff by myself now. I just like to have a buddy. Like, I like friends. I like to have my equal match. I just haven't met a female or a male in the friend capacity that have met me like in all aspects. And the reason why it's like, well, how are you gonna know that if you don't get out? The reason why I know this is because I've had it before. Back in elementary, back in high school, before I moved to Fort Wayne. This never happened in Indiana, but like in Ohio, when I was in the beginning of high school, I had this connection with this girl, and when I say we were inseparable, so it's just hard for me to accept friendships that don't go to that level, because I just be like, you know. And then like to be comfortable, like when we go out in public, you know, my name is not Ariana, call me Destiny, that's my out name, you know this. When we go, if we leave the state, you know what I'm saying, call me Rihanna. We have these names, not Rihanna the singer, but you know, because Rihanna, because I'll hear the Anna and turn around, so that way I don't get confused. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, you know, you understand my goofiness. When I get smart, you get smart back, but you don't get smart enough to hurt my feelings. I don't get smart enough to hurt your feelings. When I got an attitude, you don't mind, you'll still, you know what I'm saying, a friend. You know, it's just, you can call me picky, but once you had a really good friend and I moved away and we lost contact and just life happened, once you have that, you just want to chase it again. So I'm just striving that God is going to lead somebody who's just in that same with me, so we can go to parties and stuff. And I don't have to drink, smoke, do none of that at a party to have a good time, because before I was drinking or anything, I was still, you know what I'm saying, I was still trying to go out. I love getting out of the house. I just really like having like somebody with me, so I feel safe. It's so dangerous out in the world. It's like I love being able to do stuff by myself, but as a female, a black female out in this world right now, it's just scary to me, especially having a son at home, to just be out and about anywhere without somebody with me or knowing somebody there. But I'm trying to get more out of my comfort zone so I can meet that person. But it's just overthinking, analyzing all these things in my head. It's like a lot. You don't want to be a YouTuber anymore. So this question, I feel like 50-50. I will always love and respect YouTube and everybody that supported me along this way forever. But I also believe that it's this new wave of new YouTubers coming in, that all of us as YouTubers, like if you ever look at like who was popping and then the upcoming ones, and then when we came here and then the upcoming ones, I feel like I'm just at this point where it's just like I just been thinking so much bigger out of YouTube. Like I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get into my acting this year, and it's like I'm trying to get into, you know, starting my businesses like the Mocha Princess collection and investments and different things, having this residual income. And for the past couple months, that's what I've been doing when I'm not on YouTube, so that way when I'm not posting on YouTube, I don't even have to be like, oh shoot, Airi, you gotta post this month, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pay the bills. It's more like a, wow, I haven't posted in all these months, but I have this residual income where besides putting the camera in my face, I can spend time with myself, with God, with my son, and not be so pressured about, did I drop a video today, was the thumbnail perfect, and oh, this video didn't do good. It's like I can like allow YouTube to be fun again, besides becoming my job and my main source of income. So like my mind has just been trying to expand my brand outside of YouTube. So I always will love and have respect for YouTube. I just feel like as me as a person, I'm just growing like outside of it, you know what I'm saying, like I'm just I'm just trying to expand outside of it as well as still maintaining it, and that's what I'm trying to get more into my consistency and stuff. Am I losing my voice and getting sick? Because that would just suck. You're moving soon. I actually turned my apartment into an Airbnb, so thank God for his amazing grace and favor over my life. My Airbnb has been completely booked for this whole entire month of October, except for the middle of the weekdays. So on the weekends it has been completely booked, but through the week I actually like come back and I might just be chilling here by myself, or I'll come back, make sure the cleaning people did what they were supposed to do, and just get everything kind of like together. I'm super excited about that. And if you guys want to hear more about my Airbnb experience, how I got started, what I did to get it going, how did I kick it off, and how long I've been doing it, how much money I've been making off of it, definitely would advise everybody that's watching the video to look into Airbnbs, because it's very lucrative. And if you guys want more information about that, DM me or tag me in some posts, say we want info about what you did with your businesses. So in the meantime, I have been staying at my mom's house. If you ever seen me go live or seen some of my TikToks, I've actually been at my mom's house. She has like this downstairs basement area which actually has like its own entrance. It has a bathroom room and stuff like that. And so I moved back there because my apartment now makes money for itself, and I'm actually looking for my own house in the meantime. So like I'm staying at my mom's house. This apartment, since I'm still in my lease but I'm trying to move, this apartment has been turned into an Airbnb, residual income. And staying at my mom's house, I haven't, you know, I don't gotta pay rent, I'm there. But while I'm here, I still have access. This is still my apartment. If I ever wanted to come home and close out my Airbnb and come back here, I can. But like I said, Airbnb has been really good to me, and it's definitely been something I've been working on and been studying and learning, and finally started. And I actually have to hurry up because I have another guest that comes today, so I'm really excited. Like, do you miss Trey? So for any Trey questions, I'm just gonna nip this in the bud right now, to be respectful of him and everything like that, because I don't want no beef. I'm not trying to go back and forth with nobody on no Twitter. I'm not trying to do anything that is gonna upset anybody. I will not be answering or do not want to speak about him in general. I know I just said his name, but I just want to make it clear, I have no beef with Trey. I will always have love for him. I will I have days where I miss him. I miss our relationship aspects of it, and I think he's a really good person. He's not a bad person, and he genuinely looks like he's happy living his life, focused on himself, and most importantly, I'm focused on myself. So any questions that come to Trey, I just want to nip it in the bud that I don't want to talk about it. Like, it's been 6 months. Have we seen each other? When we passed by each other, I seen him at the Collab-a-wing. We did not get within even 6 feet of each other. We didn't even handshake. It was just like a, you know what I'm saying? But there's no beef. I feel like we're probably not at that point of just being able to be around each other. I feel like I could probably be around him and just be chilling, because like I said, most importantly, we had a friendship before we had a relationship, but everybody's process is different. Some people, when they done with the exes, like, they don't want to talk to them, be around them. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? And then there's some people that's like oh, well, we were friends, like, why can't we still like be friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we hang out, bro? Like, I don't want to be your girlfriend anymore, but like, we can't be friends. But I have to respect him just like he's been respecting me whenever I've requested something in our relationship or out our relationship. So to be respectful of him, Trey, I wish you the very best. I'm so happy that you look happy. I hope that you genuinely are happy. I'll always be a friend, and he knows this already, that I'll always be here for him in a friend aspect. And you know what I'm saying, I don't know what the future may hold, if we'll ever cross paths again and ever be able to rekindle our friendship, and you know what I'm saying, just anything like that. But we both live in Atlanta, so if we ever cross paths, he knows that it's no beef on my end, vice versa. So that's just how I feel. Do I miss him? Yes. Do I love him? Yes. But we're not together, and yeah, that's it. That's all I can say about that. So y'all can stop asking where's he at. We're not together. It's literally been like 6 months now, guys. I think it's time for, you know what I'm saying, everybody to let it go, okay? And just open up your minds and your hearts and y'all acceptance that there's gonna be new things, possibly new people coming into our lives. And it's 100% support from this way over, and I just pray that it's the same coming this way, you know what I'm saying? Because guys, we're older, we're not little kids, we're looking to start families and long-term relationships and different things like that. And so most importantly, in this time of finding ourselves, we never know what the future holds, but most importantly, like, I just want to make it clear that there's no beef. I do not feel any type of way if I see Trey with other girls. He's allowed to be with other girls, he's allowed to be with whomever he wants, as long as he's happy. That's all that I pray for, and that's it. Next, that you don't like Vanessa. So as you guys know, Vanessa was like a few months shy of becoming my best friend, and we just had a little we just had a situation that kind of just didn't rub right with me, didn't rub right with her, and it was just kind of a mutual thing that we kind of went our separate ways. Vanessa was a really good friend. She would come over every day. We was good. Like, we was like shy of 4 months of being close. I don't have no beef with her. One thing that I definitely miss, and I know this may sound weird, is I freaking miss winter so much. I genuinely just be like wanted to call her random, like, hey, can I Winter come over? Because like I miss Winter so much, and I be seeing videos of her and Xavier dancing. I'm just like, oh my goodness, this little baby is now an adult, you know? But I love Vanessa. I don't feel any way towards her, and I'm not sure we'll ever cross paths again or anything like that. It's just kind of like, I'm just going with the flow with all my relationships. If they come, they come. If they go, they go. And if God sends me back to them, and pride aside, I will always obey what he's telling me to do. Sometimes I might be a little stubborn, and be honest with y'all, I have moments like, yeah, God, nah, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to Vanessa, she's not a bad person. I just think that at that season, we both were kind of probably going through something, and it just didn't rub the other one the right way. How we handled the situation, agree to a disagree with the situation that happened, but I'm not about to go into detail about the situation because it's in the past. I'm over it. It doesn't matter to me, you know what I'm saying? She was a great friend. She made this delicious freaking salad. And she used to cook for me. She was a good friend. I cannot lie. She was a good friend. And I would never hold that over her. I'm just going into this new phase of just, I don't want to apologize in 2020. I'm sorry, this person. So to Vanessa, if you see this video, if you don't see this video, I just want to say that I just want to thank you for your friendship to me, for your kindness to me, for allowing me in your home before I even had an apartment out here, for just being that person that I needed during that time, and vice versa. That anything I ever did for you was genuinely from the bottom of my heart, and I never need gratification publicly or privately. I just want you to know that I appreciate that, and that I will always love you and have love for you and your family going forward. My best wishes to you guys, and you know what I'm saying, stay beautiful, okay? Body's still on fleek. I love it. The new property you mentioned, checking on your new house, maybe. The property I was talking about is my Airbnb. I consider this now a property because, like I said, I'm actually looking into opening up 2 to 3 more Airbnbs by the end of the year, because like I said, it's been really like popping. Like it's been popping. Like I love it. Like I love it. Like if I'm not on YouTube, I'm over here, and I figured out these little systems, and I figured out these little hacks and these little tricks, and I went to these little seminars and classes about it, and I learned so much that I'm just to the point that I can literally like talk to you and tell you everything that you need to know to start the Airbnb, do's and don'ts, wants and whatnots and all of that. So if y'all want information about my businesses, even with my Mocha Princess collection, let me know, and I will start my own little business series for you guys, just to make some residual income. If you're a big YouTuber, middle YouTuber, or just somebody who has some money laying aside and just looking to invest in your company, I got you. Sometimes you be sleeping on yourself. I literally have to wake up because I be so sleep on myself that even with my voice, I've allowed my own sleeping to kind of hinder the gifts God has given me, even from singing to songwriting to my acting to everything. It's like I be playing myself so hard that it literally puts me in this down mood that I'll be just in a bad mood in general, and it just be throwing me off completely. But I just want to thank God for the people that he brought into my life that have been keeping me accountable. Like, you're not asleep. Like, look at what you're doing. Like, just because everybody else can't see it, you don't have anything to prove but to yourself, and look what God's doing for you. And I just be like, dang, you're right. Even my mom today, literally, this woman was just looking at me across the table. She said, do you know how talented you are? She was like, look at what you can do. And she's just naming all this stuff that I didn't even think that my mom would even be like noticing with me. Like, you know how you be trying to be all like lit around your mom, like make her think you are. But my mom was like, I think you're so talented, you're so beautiful, you're this, you're that. And she's like, I know you. It was just like she's been really like understanding of this transition that I've been going through. So I just want to thank my mom personally for that. Always working behind the scenes, and you have a lot of big news in store. Yes, I do. Like I was saying, I've been working on different businesses, buying properties, investing, and kind of just taking what I've known to help other people in different ways, even with consultations of young YouTubers, just to kind of help people to get started in the beginning, because it's more important that a lot of people want help, but so many people don't want to help. And it's just like I wish I would have had this help, and I wish somebody would have told me during this time, even when it came down to how to get over a breakup, how to get over somebody, how to put your pride aside when it comes down to fighting for a relationship, if it's a friendship, a business, or anything. Like, I just been really working on so much self-improvement and self-growth that God has really been opening up so many doors for me that I can only thank him for. So shout out to you, God. Shout out to you. That you didn't know what it takes to be in a relationship prior. I feel like I knew what it took to be in a relationship. I just didn't know how to apply it once I got in the relationship. And now that I know where I went wrong in my relationship when it came down even to communication, the things that I should have had solid within myself before I jumped into a relationship, which is something I want to talk to you guys about, things to make sure that you do before you jump into your next relationship. So stay tuned for that video. I really learned, I really learned how to kind of come at different situations differently and not kind of respond when I'm angry, frustrated, and being able to effectively communicate, especially now that I'm focused on myself. But there's people that may be interested in dating. I always make sure I tell them, like, I'm not interested in a relationship right now. Right now I'm focused on me, so that way I can become the woman God has called me to be. And whatever relationship or whatever man that God brings into my life and is sent from him, I want to be prepared. So I've just been taking this time to be prepared for that. So my next relationship will be definitely my last relationship. So I definitely don't want to keep making the same mistakes. And now that I know what to do and what not to do, and I'm still learning and I'm still healing and I'm still perfecting and progressing, I just want to take that and become a better person. So like I said, I'm claiming it right now. My next relationship will be my last. Will be, period. Will be. This one is, you'll never get your teeth done. So if I can be honest, this has been something I've been dealing with. So as you guys know, I got veneers, not veneers, I got Invisalign. God, do you want me to get veneers? I got Invisalign, and when I got Invisalign, I didn't like it because it was so easy for me to take out. I have to have things that, it's actually like really immature of me, but I have to have things that I can't take off myself. And so I thought about getting Invisalign, but then I was having this whole thing like a self-confidence, being okay with my gap and my smile, and just, and then I've been kind of having this thing too where I think I might just get braces and knock it out a year and a half, and then I'll be fine. When I did go to the dentist and they told me, so it's kind of like I'm up in the air. But then again, I think I'm just gonna go get my teeth done. I don't know if I'm gonna go the braces route or the veneers route. It's really about getting somebody veneers that I like, because I'll see veneers that look cute, then I'll see them and I'm like, I don't like how they did that, and my mouth is not set up for that. So I'm definitely praying about that, because my smile is unique to me, and it's for my face. And so somebody has told me, like, do you really want to smile like everybody else? And I was like, but everybody else's smile is beautiful. So I'm definitely praying on that. And I see people with braces, they be looking fine. Like, after they teeth, it be your smile just corrected to fit you. So we're gonna pray on that and see. So never say never. Like I said, I'm never saying never. Like, oh, I'll never be friends with that person. Oh, I'll never go back. Oh, I'll never this. Oh, I will never ever wear a bun on top of my head again. Because God will show you real quick. You said what? I said this. Go. What was Dan's process, feelings, emotions through the breakup? Dan was okay. He didn't really notice a difference. For me personally, I really kept my relationship and my son completely separated until I knew that it was at a serious level. And I know we were together for a long time, but a lot of stuff just weren't lined up where I felt like it was. I wanted to introduce Daniel so heavy. Daniel met my ex through, like, of course, like work and stuff. He was around, and like whenever we were around, but I would always have it set up where, like, if my boyfriend was coming over that weekend, Dan was going to hit my mom's house that weekend. I tried to keep it as separated as separated as possible. It was like a few occasions. Like, I tried to keep it as separated as possible because it was so much stuff that, of course, I'm not talking about with my son, that was going on. I didn't want him to get attached to somebody that, well, look how it turned out, that we didn't end up being together. I didn't want him to get attached to somebody so that way he wouldn't have to go through that breakup process, because my mom did a really good job whenever she dated. We would meet them so we were familiar, but it was never to the point where, like, this is our new daddy, that's the one, that's it. Because if they didn't work out, it's very heartbreaking. Like, it hurts the kid as well. So I just didn't want him to go through that process, especially not having his actual father in his life as active as I would like. It just definitely helps when you kind of just take it away and kind of like keep them separated until both are at a mutual agreement that, you know what I'm saying, it's like my ex knew that my son was a package deal, but I wasn't forcing a relationship with them, and I didn't want it to be like my son's coming, boom. It was just like whenever I was with my son, it was just me and him, because I didn't want my son to think that I was choosing this new man or this new person over him. So it was just, I was just trying to balance them, and I'm so happy I kept it separated, because imagine now knowing after all these years that we didn't work out, and it's like you know what I'm saying, now, you know, for my ex, he's not like, oh, I can't even see Dan, and Dan's not like, oh, I can't even see my ex. It's like a clean break that the only person that's dealing with not seeing the other person is me. You know what I'm saying? So now it's only me that's kind of still healing and dealing with the breakup versus me and my son going through the process. And I make sure that Daniel hasn't seen me crying or any of my down moments about it, because I just don't want him to see me like that, because like I said, you never know what will happen, and I don't want him to have this anger towards my ex because we didn't know we were going to break up. I mean, God knew, but who would have knew things ended the way that they did? And it just would have been really hard to kind of, it just would have been really hard. So I just want to thank God for that, for giving me the wisdom to keep it separated the way that I did, that it was able to not affect him or my ex at all. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I think I did a really good job. Like, I wasn't forcing no daddy, like, be his daddy. I wasn't forcing that. I just made it clear, like, I'm a package deal. We're on grown-up vibes. Like, you gotta match it, or we, you know what I'm saying, we gotta make it work. And it was like a ongoing conversation to make sure that we were on the same page. But of course, life happened, feelings changed, and you know, we drifted apart, and now we're separated. So Dan is okay. He hasn't said nothing to me, and like, I try to talk to him about it without bringing up the name, because sometimes it's easy for a kid to forget, but it's like I didn't want to feed onto it, like, how do you feel? Do you miss him? Should we call him and tell him that you miss him? But that's really me that's probably missing him, that want to call him and then try to use Dan as an excuse. So I didn't want to be that person. So I feel like I did a really great job with that. You love food. Love it. I love food. If you want to win my heart, feed me. You want me to sit in the studio? Feed me. You want me to ride around the car with you? Feed me. You want to go pick up all your homeboys? Feed me. You want me to sit, look, you want me to, look, feed me. I will go wherever as long as I got me some food, some tunes, and I'm comfortable. That's all I need. That's it. That you're letting that breakup turn you into a nun. We want to see you have fun. I'm confused. So like, I feel like y'all want to see me like with other dudes, and oh my gosh, I can't, you know what I'm saying, being petty. Like, I don't feel like that's me being a nun. I just feel like after my breakup, I just never want to go through what I went through the first couple months and stuff, even what I, like, my moments that I still have to this day with that breakup. And like, you can be with somebody for so long, and for something so drastic to change overnight, like, this breakup was definitely different. And it was definitely like an eye-opener for me. And so I feel like I'm having fun. It's just been a different type of fun. Like, I don't know until God leads me if y'all will see me on social media with another guy in that aspect. Like, I have guy friends, and I've been talking to people, nothing serious on that note, but just in the aspect of just right now, I'm so focused on me and making sure that I'm happy, that nobody ever can come into my life and just like, and I completely lose myself. Like, I'm not going to allow that. Not saying that that person did, but me, myself, because of what I didn't have solid within myself before a relationship, it just altered so much. Like, it just changed so much with my relationships, my friendships, people that I had stopped talking to in respect of my relationship, that now we're talking again. It's like, yo, I feel so bad that I cut you off, because I could have just kept talking to you, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and I'm happy having fun, y'all. Y'all just gotta bear with me in this time that I'm learning myself. The last one is you allow your supporters to control you. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like I allow my supporters' opinions to affect a lot of my decisions, because I used to be worried about them, like, well, I'm gonna look so stupid and they gonna think I'm dumb and they gonna think I'm this. And I finally just got to this point where it's kind of like, I love my supporters. It's a difference between my supporters and the people that pretended to support me but just wanted to state their opinion. Because if you support me, you'll support if I decide to get back with Daniel's daddy. That will never happen. Never say never, but never happen. But still, you see what I'm saying? Like, no shade, but for real, that just, or the person before Trey, like, y'all would just be supportive of whoever or whatever I decide to do. And so for me, I feel like I allowed so many outside people, even like associates and stuff, to kind of get inside my head, even when it came down with me in my relationship, that used to alter certain stuff. So you know how you be like, yeah, I ain't gonna trip. Girl, last time you didn't trip, it was like, you're right. And that says a lot about me. So that's what I've been working on. Just working on my insecurities, so that way I don't let my insecurities hinder my decisions and hinder my friendships and my relationships like I've allowed. And so if you got an insecurity and you got supporters who know that, or not supporters, supporters, I'm calling them fake supporters, supporters who, you know, kind of play on that, and you read the comment that's saying exactly what you feel, you're like, yo, they know me. They know exactly what I'm going through. And it's like, it kind of adds on. Then I'll be in an argument. Like, I just think it's really funny because even the supporters seen that you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And some of y'all, hey, whatever. But moral of the story is, I feel like I'm growing so much, so I feel like that used to be true, but it's not true as much. And like I said, it's in probably worded wrong, so don't go into like, she just lets everybody do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all love to just take whatever I said. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have literally, it's so many other more questions, that really good questions. If you guys want a part 2, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below. Like I said, this is no shade to anybody. I'm pretty sure I didn't say anything that would offend somebody, but I don't want anybody to twist my words and then be on Twitter trying to talk about me and start some mess. Like, I'm not beefing with you, we good. Please do not try to reach. I'm not this. All I'm saying is what I feel, what I've experienced. Everybody in my life has been a blessing, a lesson, and definitely just great aspects to my life and my story. And so I would not be here without any of you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.